As Separatist offensives across the galaxy ground to a halt in the face of Republic defensive lines, the Republic began mounting a series of offensives into Separatist-controlled space. One such offensive was directed at the strategically important world of Ryloth. Early on in the war, Ryloth had been captured by a Separatist invasion. However, the Separatist occupation forces had been facing a large homegrown resistance movement on the surface of the planet being carried out against their occupation. This homegrown resistance movement made several pleas to the Galactic Republic and to the Republic Senate for assistance from the Grand Army of the Republic, and that time had come. The challenge, however, became the fact that the planet Ryloth was guarded by a large Separatist fleet conducting a blockade of the world. The Republic began assembling a strike force to carry out a counterattack, and this force consisted of 3 Venator-class Star Destroyers. This fleet was led by the Resolute, Anakin Skywalker's personal flagship, under the command of General Skywalker and Admiral Woollif Yularen. It was supported by 2 more Venator-class Star Destroyers, the Redeemer and the Defender, both of which carried up flanking positions during the battle. The battle commenced when Republic forces jumped into the system directly in front of the Separatist blockade and began advancing on the Separatist warships. As Republic forces began advancing, they deployed a large number of V-19 Torrent starfighters to carry out an assault against Separatist warships. The plan being that these starfighters would be able to soften the lead Separatist battleship and leave it open to Republic attack. Seeing the launch of a large number of Republic starfighters, Separatist commanders on the blockading fleet deployed a vast number of Vulture droids from nearly every vessel in the fleet. These Vulture droids quickly met up with the Republic starfighters in a head-on engagement and began a massive dogfight. This dogfight continued for quite some time in between both fleets before the Republic forces were finally able to get an upper hand, and the Republic starfighters were able to advance on the Separatist fleet, lining up for an attack run on the Lucrehulk-class battleship. However, it was in this moment that the Separatists sprang their trap, ordering an additional 4 Munificent-class star frigates to exit hyperspace and join the blockading fleet. These new ships quickly deployed a new wave of starfighters that surrounded the remaining Republic starfighters, leaving them in a rather tricky position. Seeing the battle tipping against them, both Woollif Yularen and Anakin Skywalker, who were on board the Resolute, ordered Republic starfighters to return to the Venator-class Star Destroyers from which they were launched. However, Ahsoka Tano, who was leading the flight of Republic starfighters, refused to disengage, still believing that she could carry out a successful assault on the Separatist blockade. Pushing forward, her forces quickly found themselves surrounded and outnumbered by Separatist Vulture droids, who began swooping in, picking off the Republic starfighters one by one. This ultimately resulted in the collapse of the Republic starfighter formations partaking in this battle, and the order to retreat being given by Ahsoka Tano, finally seeing that her starfighters were outmatched. However, at this point, the number of Separatist starfighters present in the battle space had expanded significantly, and now the Separatist starfighters were starting to swarm the Republic fleet. Seeing their ships quickly being overwhelmed, Republic forces began preparing for a withdrawal. However, not before the Redeemer, one of the 3 Venator-class Star Destroyers, was destroyed by the attacking Separatist starfighters, mainly using kamikaze attacks, but likely using several Hyena bombers as well. As the Republic forces began turning to flee the battle space, these attacks continued, pounding the Defender and leaving it heavily damaged, and significantly damaging the bridge on the Resolute, injuring Woollif Yularen. Meanwhile, Republic fighters began making their way back to the now fleeing Republic fleet. However, they found the Republic fleet still swarming with Vulture droids, and a lot of the Republic fighters were lost on the approach to their own vessels as they had to contend with the swarming Separatist fighters. Ultimately, Republic forces were able to rally shortly before jumping into hyperspace and fleeing the battle zone, ending the first space battle of Ryloth in a decisive Separatist victory. This battle resulted in the loss of the Redeemer and heavy damage to both the Defender and the Resolute. It crippled the Republic force that was sent to liberate Ryloth, and left the Republic forces facing a rather hard decision as to how to proceed. Meanwhile, the Separatist fleet was left virtually undamaged, with only a complement of starfighters lost to this engagement. Interestingly, this was the first significant battle for the Resolute following the Battle of Quell, and if you'd like to learn more about the Battle of Quell, I'll leave a link in the upper right-hand corner to the battle analysis I have on that engagement. And if you have any other battles you'd like to see covered in future episodes of Battle Analysis and added to the archive, you can let me know down below in the comments. Last but not least, if you enjoyed this video, head down below, hit the like button, the subscribe button, and the bell icon so you get notified when I upload new videos. So for Sci-Fi Deep Dive, I'm Colin, and I will see you next time.